welcome to another round of Would You Use That Book? Plant Edition. Here's a nice copy of the Reader's Digest, North American Wildlife. So this has both plants and animals. This book is about 6.5 by 9.5. It has lots and lots of great illustrations. It's slightly glossy on those illustrations, and we've got lots of animals, all sorts of animals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, you name it, shells, insects, plants, lots and lots of plants. This is a beautiful book. So beautiful that I didn't really want to take it apart. I bought this particular volume at a local bookstore here, I think in Albany, and look at these mushrooms. Loved this book, bought this book for about $10, didn't really want to take it apart, but hey, maybe there was a better deal online. So I went, looked at thrift books, and managed to find another copy here. So these are both from 1982. This one comes with a fancy dust jacket, but otherwise is the same book. I think this one might be slightly less yellow, so maybe this is the one I'm going to keep on my shelf, and this is the one I'm going to use up eventually, at some point. So I'm probably going to be using one of those books at some point. Here is Reader's Digest Illustrated Guide to Gardening. This book is about 10 by 9. It's an interesting horizontal format. I think there have been older editions, so there's like a non-updated version here. This one is pretty new, and while the cover is really shiny, don't let that fool you. There's some great content in here. Oops. It is, however, very wide. So in here we've got lots of great illustrations. We've got some images that are slightly glossy, mostly matte in these photos in the beginning here. And then we have all sorts of different illustrations in black and white, or black and white with an additional color. We've got this format where we've got images at the top and some description below. And then we have other images that are larger drawings or other illustrations. Some of these are in multiple colors, but mostly they're one color or no color. And then we've got a different format here where we've got illustrations on one side and a lot of text in these tables. So what's really nice about this book is that you've got such a variety of different kinds of pages that you could use. You can decide if you want to have something like this or if you wanted something like those tables. And because there are multiple colors, I find that I have the ability to match these pages with different kinds of projects depending on the color that I need. So got lots more of these. We have lots of these. So I think this is a really nice book to use. Lots and lots of material in here, and good variety, so that it is a pretty versatile book for our purposes. Now, just to reassure everybody, I don't always win the book roulette here. Sometimes I buy duds. This one here, there are no images in here. It is all text. It is quite dull. The paper itself isn't even at all interesting. It is just a modern volume, so don't get this one. All right, now moving on to some really fun black and white books that I found at a book sale. So this one is the Shrub identification book, and I believe this is from 1963. So the next couple volumes here, they're all about 8.5 by 11. This was a soft cover copy, but there are lots and lots of great black and white illustrations in here that I think would be, it's really fun to use. And I think there's somebody in our community that's been using a lot of these. I can't recall who it was off the top of my head. Might have been like my creative detour maybe. But you know, there's a lot of possibility here. You've got all these images that could be, you've got the bark, you've got the twigs, you got leaves, and these could be fussy cut. These could be used as focal points. Lots of different possibilities with these images. And I just really like the black and white starkness of these images that makes it really stand out. So this is fun. There's a lot of material in here. If you're enjoying these flip-throughs, please like and subscribe. So I have another one of these books. This is the one on the tree identification book. So the last one was shrubs. This one is trees. This one is from 1958. This was a discarded library book, and I've already thrown out the cover because it wasn't particularly interesting to me. But you know, this one has lots of leaves for the identification of the trees, and it's just got lots and lots of images of different sizes that can be used for various things, and then lots of bark. I think the bark might be a little more challenging to use. I haven't used a whole lot of those, but and then you get into these where you're looking at the shapes of the trees themselves, which is fun, and cones, all sorts of different tree bits that you could use for identification. So this is a really nice book. Really like the size of these images. There's quite a good range. All black and white, but you know, there's a different sizes here that makes it really fun to use in different projects based on what you're looking for. So this was a great find, and I've already started using these, really enjoying these. Now here's a book that I've taken a few pages from, but I have not been able to take apart. For whatever reason, I really like this cover. I'm thinking that one day I might want to use this cover, and I can't decide if I want to alter the book or if I want to actually take it apart. So here's a nice end paper here. Trees for Every Purpose. This one is from 1980. It's all black and white as well, and it's got a different kind of feel to it. You've got some black and white photos for sure, and then the type of illustrations you have later on. Oh, I didn't even realize there were a couple color images in here, so that's nice. But you move in here, and then you have this kind of illustration where they're showing you the architecture of the trees, which is kind of cool. And you know, it's got a different characteristic there. I've used a lot of these for tags and journaling cards, with this illustration being the focal point. And I think that these images are just really fun and really different. And I've pulled out a couple of these for use, but so far I haven't been able to be willing to take the whole thing apart yet. So I'll have to see if I end up doing that in the future. I don't know. All right. So I showed you a couple of these Time Life gardening books before. This one is on ferns, and I wanted to pick this one up because I've been working on this junk journal with this fern theme, ferns and shrubs, using this great fabric from Tim Holtz. And I thought that these ferns would really go well in here, along with some of the books from the shrubs and the trees that I showed earlier. So this one, 1970s, very similar to the ones I've shown before, where you've got lots of glossy illustrations in the beginning with these great photos, and then you've got more of the instructions about how to grow your ferns and whatnot, with a limited palette there, some more photos, and then you move on to this section where you have all of these drawings of ferns with all these great illustrations. Could be used for gel print image transfers or used on their own. There's just a lot of possibility here with these illustrations. And unlike the others, this is very green, since ferns don't have flowers, so not as much variation in color here. So this is really fun. I've already started using this book, as you can see, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to use this cover. So I hope you've enjoyed looking through these books with me, and I'd love to know which of these books you would be willing to use for your junk journals and which ones you would not be willing to part with and would want to keep on your shelves to admire. Thanks for watching.